Hello, cats and kittens. Odewa Jose, Yoroshku. We're back in the Crisis Corner with our One Piece reviews. And we're starting off with, we're covering One Piece chapter 926, which is entitled The Prison. What was it?
Prisoner's Mind.
Prisoner's Mind. So we're catching back up with Luffy and Kid as they're locked up. Doing their bid. It's an interesting chapter in a lot of ways. Starting off with this mysterious killer that's going around apparently just offing people. And they got this weird picture of him too. They say the man slaying sickle. Is that right? They said murder on the second ward on the 8th Street. The culprit appears to be the one and only man slaying sickle.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's Kid, right? Not Kid, I'm sorry, a Killer, maybe.
It's possible. Now, I think so too, actually.
I'm thinking that's Killer because we ain't seen nothing of him, and he's probably killing, just because they got his boss, and he's going around killing people. Maybe Kid, took the hit so that he could escape. And he's going around. Now, he's not allied with the Straw Hats' plan to liberate the country. So if he is killing people, he's just doing that on his own. For what reason, I don't know. Probably because his name's Killer and he likes killing people. I don't know.
I would assume as much. I'm curious about Killer anyway. And something tells me he's going to fit into Wano. We may a little bit more about him. Because right now he's just a dude in a mask, so you don't know anything about him. So I'm curious.
Okay, so there's a killer on the loose, and then also that's not related to the guy that's going around. Apparently, Mr. Ox. No, is that right, Mr. Ox 3?
Oh no, I think
that's a thief, right?
No, I think that's something different too. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So there's different activities going on at the same time. So there's somebody that's stealing from the rich and giving to the poor, which they're questioning. Is he allied justice? Is he evildoer? Now, we take all of this into account with the fact that the news media in Wano is suspect. These are the same people that were telling those weird stories to the kids, the children about the past of Wano. You know what I mean? They give, distorted information. So you got to take everything with a grain of salt that comes through the paper.
Exactly. So I'm curious as to what's going on.
Yeah, but we can just make inferences.
Yeah.
All right, so when we catch up with Usopp, he's up here planting. He and some of what you call them's crew, Law's crew, are going around planting their little flyers. So it's to get support for the coup. And they seem to be doing a fairly decent job. I guess it's a good thing some of these guys might not have strong observation hockey. Otherwise, some of them would get caught. What was your impressions on that?
I agree with you. I mean, they're just going around trying to build up support for the upcoming army.
The reactions are interesting because there seems to be some people that are really, up for this.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I'm not. You see the old dude talking. If I was a little younger, or something like this. So I mean, they're building up the army slowly but surely. So you definitely know at this point in time in Act 2, we aren't going to get. The assault is definitely an Act 3 exercise.
And it's interesting because I guess wisely so, weapons and training have been outlawed by Orochi. So that, even if you wanted to start some kind of opposition, the only people who have swords are samurai and the headliners and all of that stuff. They work for Orochi and Kaido, and the citizens are just citizens.
Well, the cool thing about this is it makes it clear that at least in some ways, because, definitely Kaido and his crew are clearly supplanted here in Wano Kuni. So it's definitely a part of the fabric that is Wano. But it's interesting to me that you get the impression that the outside world's perception of it may be somewhat inflated, because the Shogun has outlawed samurai. So you're not creating a samurai country, because new samurais can't come up. So unless you are allied with the Shogun, you can't have a sword. So it just makes it feel like what the outside world, how they perceive Wano, is kind of inflated. You would like to think that everybody was running around like this was
like the samurai.
Like this was Zoe, and everybody's a trained warrior. As soon as you come out, they hand you a katana in your hand. That's not what's happening here. So I kind of it's an interesting dynamic that's going on.
Yeah, I mean, pound for pound. I mean, if Zoe and Wano got into a fight, I mean, for pure numbers, Wano would probably win out, but pound for pound, citizen for citizen. I mean, everybody everybody.
No,
children, children.
They can wreck. It's warriors.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see, how things have played out in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, moving forward. The interesting bit with Nami and homegirl, the Konoichi, I mean, it's funny. I mean, it's just straight gag, straight humor. You got the loudmouth Konoichi, you know what I'm saying? She's out here she got a little Minox spy camera, and she's, lens thing. She's looking down there, and they're trying to get information on a shipment of weapons, which I'm assuming will be used for the war, for the fight, since they've said that you can't get any weapons any other way. The only people that have weapons are the people that the soldiers and so forth, samurai and whatever. So I'm assuming they're going to use these weapons that they are going to steal from the shipment to arm, the resistance. That's my guess. But homegirl, I mean, what is it? What page is this? 7. On page 7, you notice that everything, where they use a little thought bubbles, I guess, when Nami and the Konoichi are speaking, those are probably whispers.
Yeah.
Okay. But when they get discovered, even when they get discovered and they're running, Nami's like whispering, be quiet or whatever. And she just yelling, you know what I mean? Because she has a fear of sharp weapons, edge weapons, which is about as useless as you can be if you're going to be a Konoichi, I mean, edge weapons set you off. I mean,
no, I would tell you this bit had me dying.
It's funny. I mean,
this is just this is classic nonsensical Oda. This shit just had me.
But I do like him using Nami as a spy, because she's a cat burglar anyway.
Yeah.
So being a ninja,
that makes sense.
Yeah, it's right there, and it goes back to we talked about it before. What haki would the crew members get if everybody had some kind of haki? Nami would have to be observation.
Oh, I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? She would have to be. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
She'd never get caught.
I agree with that. I think actually, so far the women that have been selected for the Mugiwara, because I can actually see Robin in this role, especially with her powers.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, the women here very much fit this. I can see them in this whole Kunoichi type situation.
Yeah. Okay, so they escape barely, but they do get vital information. Then we come up on my man Sanji. Supposed to be, I don't know even what he's supposed to be doing. All he's doing is cooking for women. So he can just get with the ladies. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And then Nami's pissed because he's like cooking. He's not gathering any samurai. The whole line, he got a line going all the way down the street, all women.
Oh, well, I mean, and I'm gonna tell you, see, so and I don't know, and I don't want to pretend to be an expert on ancient Japanese culture, anything to that effect. But good food is supposed to be good food. Everybody
Yeah.
good food, and I understand that it's a shtick, and I got you. My question is, what's the purpose here for this? And I don't know. It could be these women are going to go home and tell their husbands,
Yeah, right.
hey, this dude, yada, 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 yada. And I'm sure it's going to be something to that effect. But ultimately, if it's just a lot of women who aren't going to be fighting, they're just coming here to get food. Dudes don't eat soba.
But apparently he's making it in such a way that the women like it more so than men.
I mean,
maybe he makes it a certain, I don't know.
I don't know how one does it, but
anyway.
I do like how he seems to be making an enemy on the soba circuit.
Yeah. Apparently somebody in the shadows is
you talk about this whippersnapper doesn't know whose island this is. I love that there's obviously going to be beef. Now I don't know,
chef maybe.
A shokugeki.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, okay. I'm sorry.
Right. So, and then finally we get to the prisons. This was the most interesting thing in here to me, because last we saw Luffy and Kid, they was beat up and they looked all battle damaged and whatever. So you figured it was being tortured in the prison house. Right? So by the time you get to the prison house, it ain't cute, but the people are being put to work. And of course, there's an old man, usually in these situations.
Of course. Or a child, a young kid.
A child or old man taking the heat, you know what I'm saying, taking the lumps.
Yeah.
When we catch up with Law and Luffy, they're hale and fit. They're carrying, big blocks, which are going to be used for who knows what. And they look pretty good. You know what I'm saying? The battle damage seems to be gone, and they're carrying these bricks around and apparently carrying more than anybody out there. And the thing that kind of blows me is that their spirits are supposed to be crushed. It's supposed to be broken, right? They're giving them food. You know what I'm saying? They're giving them food in compensation for their work. This is baffling to me because they basically got jobs. They got their own work detail. Okay.
I mean, I understand the principle. The idea is hard labor. You gotta, this hard labor, ridiculously hard labor, because it looks like these are huge stones that they're transporting. Like you said, for what reason, we don't know. But they're doing hard labor, and you get small pieces of dango based on how much of those huge stones you're able to transport. And like you said, this is the dumbest. I don't know. If you want to crush Luffy's spirit, you just got to leave this man hungry. No food. No food.
Crumb, if you just want to tease him. You know what I'm saying? But you don't. I mean, just generally speaking, if this is a prison, you get what you get and you work. You know what I'm saying? Don't ask for no more than you get. You get a ration. That's it. Everybody get 4 kibidango. That's it. No matter, and you still got to bring in as many bricks as you got to bring in, hard cheese. You know what I'm saying? Just do your job. And, you know what I'm saying? And they get their compensation and they get ridiculous amounts of dango to the point where they stuff themselves fat. Now, backtracking a little bit, they're amazed. The guards are amazed that they're able to do this with the sea stone cuffs on. And it makes the comment that, they're able to do this. I'm looking for the exact. Let me see. Here it goes. So they're like this even with their strength drained.
Yeah.
So the sea stone cuffs negate your abilities and drain your strength, right?
Well, it's because the idea is it has the effects of being in the sea, which, all its purpose is like kryptonite.
Okay.
It's just...
So they're past that. They're past... Because, if you look back at any time that, like, Luffy fell into the sea or touched sea stone, like at Dressrosa, he touched the bars and he just went weak just by touching them.
Yeah.
Okay, so you physically drains you. they got them on and they're lifting these heavy boulders, and they seem oblivious to the effects of the cuffs. What is Kaido thinking?
I don't know, and it looks like this is Queen's jail, so I'm not certain what's going on.
I thought they were supposed to get tortured, but whatever.
I don't know. We'll find out, I guess, when we come back here, because I mean, this is a mistake.
Yes, it is. Then you got Chief, Vice Chief Jailer. What's his name? Dobon. The hippo. He's got to be the worst looking. If that's what Smile does for you, I wouldn't have ate that dude. A cat, a hippo-looking cat inside of a hippo. How can he even fight? And then the hippo closes his mouth on whims, so he be in the
on top of him,
and then it just gets closed up.
It's nonsense.
He ain't gonna get no girls or nothing.
Nonsense.
Yeah,
the hippo. It's so dumb.
But it's odd. Anyway, he comes through, and he's upset that these people are getting food. Apparently, my man Caribou, what's it called? He's in there too.
Yeah, he makes the young man with head Caribou. He makes an appearance in here, so he's in Kaido's jail.
You must be keeping his mouth shut.
Oh, I mean,
if Kaido, he got information. Kaido could one. Everybody, he been captured by Blackbeard had him at one point or something.
I mean, everybody in that moment he captured poor old Caribou.
But he keeping his mouth shut. Good for him. And then my man's still lurking in the shadows. I got a theory on him too. The dude in the shadow. I wonder if he's with the Rocks pirates.
Oh, you think so?
That might be. I don't even know. He might even be their leader. They might put him in. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm trying to think who would he want locked up.
I'm thinking that must be one of those 3 samurai that Kinemon was mentioning. But you think he could be a member of the Rocks?
That's an off theory. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, getting past that. So long story short, they beat up the hippo guy. Which I don't know what that's going to get him either, because they was talking about if you talk back to the jailers, they're going to cut off your arms, then they'll cut off your legs, then they'll kill you. You know what I'm saying? They done beat this guy up, knocked him out.
They say, yo, what proof do you have?
Yeah.
Who said I didn't touch you? I didn't touch you.
Yeah.
What proof do you have? Where's your proof?
And so these guys wind up being the heroes of the jail. Which
is nice.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm wondering what Kaido's thinking, but whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
I think I forgot something. I think that's it. That might have been with another chapter. Anyway,
I mean, it might have been, but this was a solid one.
This was a good chapter.
This is a nice, solid chapter.
Rest of the story. And we still got, they didn't specify how much time it is until the attack, but we know it was like 2-3 weeks out.
It's something like that. So,
yeah. So they got some work to do.
Act 2 is going to be building up these characters, giving us a couple more threads to pull on. So Act 2 looks like it's going to be a strong Act 2. I'm hoping for some good solid stuff.
Okay. All right. Well, that's our impression so far. Yeah, so let us know what you think, how you enjoying the arc so far. Do you think Luffy and Kid's training is going to pay off, courtesy of Kaido? How strong will they actually become? Will the old man factor into this somehow? Comments, subscribe, and we'll see you in a week for the next chapter. That's it from the Crisis Corner. We out.